Hey guys, welcome back to another week's video. It is Monday today. I've actually got a week off, so I'm going to do my best to film quite a few things this week, because what I always find is it gets to Saturday or Sunday and I realise I've got nothing to put out the following Tuesday, so I quickly rush to make a video. So this week I aim to get ahead a little bit. Currently we're walking from St Margaret's Bay to Dover. As you can see, there's a fallen lighthouse up in the background and a load of boats, and just beyond is the port of Dover with an Irish ferry just heading out. This is the start of the walk then. This is just as you leave St Margaret's at Cliffe and start to head towards Fallen Lighthouse. Obviously lots of shrubbery around and a compacted stone road this is. I wouldn't want to drive on it though. I have done this walk loads of times and I've always wondered what this structure is, but never actually gone up to see it. I'm assuming it's some sort of World War II thing that connects with the Dover tunnels, which works its way back to Dover Castle. Obviously pause here if you actually want to have a little read of it. But unfortunately you can't actually get in, it's all barriered off and there's a massive door obviously. But yeah, it's interesting. There's loads of things like this around Dover. It's probably been about 5 minutes since the last clip and we're at some more tunnels. I've been up to these before and had a little look. There's actually a little note on the doors, well, on the bars of both of these tunnels, and it says if you want to get inside you basically have to message this guy on Facebook who supposedly has a key. Can you see it in this clip? I'm not sure. I think you can definitely see it in the second clip though. But yeah, that's just some deep stairs down to a shelter, and then over to this side is I think this one's more of just a room rather than a labyrinth of tunnels. Yeah, if you can see just to the left here on that plaque it says message this guy on Facebook. And now this is about 10 or 15 minutes into the walk and it's the first time you actually see the sea from the direction we've came from, and you can see Fallen Lighthouse for the first time. If you remember back a couple of weeks ago when I was out on the boat, this is where we sort of anchored up. It was just there in the sea and you could look back and that is the lighthouse that you could see, Fallen Lighthouse. And down there is the Dover port where we came out from. It's very busy today, boats everywhere. This is obviously the shipping channel between Dover and Calais. There's a P&O boat coming in now, but you can see France quite clearly today. It's about 21 miles away I think. There's a DFDS boat just leaving now. I have actually been on the boat to Calais a couple of times I think. It's quite good, it's much better than the Eurotunnel in my opinion. The boat's much slower than the Eurotunnel, but it's much more fun to sit on there than sit in the train. If you bother walking all the way down there, you can get to the ladder that I'm just zooming into now. You go through a little bit of cliff and then you can walk down the ladder to the beach. It's quite cool I think. This guy's on a little bit of a hunt. I never see him actually catch anything, but I did see him dive down a few times, so I was probably sat there watching him for about 10 minutes. But yeah, no, didn't actually see him catch anything. But it is cool how they do that, hover. And finally at Dover docks or port, as I'm just zooming in here, you can see where all of the little boats are anchored up. And over there is Dover Castle. If you want to see my video, it's on my channel, check it out. This little path's quite weird. You get so close to that above me is the A2 that goes from London down to Dover. It's crazy how close you get to it. And then down here is the last little street we go down in Dover before we get some lunch. And you can just see how close the cliff is to some of these buildings, especially there.
Crazy.